Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. How you gonna react when you're put in the back now? 'Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the smackdown.
Alright, final fight, guys. This final scheduled fight for this section. Once again, as I said, I really appreciate everybody participating. The preview for section 19 is up. Enjoy. But we end this once again for the Dark Knight himself, Bruce Batman versus, who can it be for the Gorgon from Marvel Comics? Yeah, so we have Batman versus the Gorgon. Tome Shishido, actually. And here we go. Alright, so we move on to the Gorgon. Tome Shishido. The Gorgon. Alright, guys, they say Sabretooth is one of Wolverine's arch nemesis. Okay. Gorgon here is perhaps one of Wolverine's deadliest enemies. He's a mutant. And this guy here is one of those people that you do not want to be screwing around with. He is a high-ranking official in the Hand. He's worked for Hydra. He is one of the most skilled swordsmen in the Marvel Universe. This is the same guy that killed Wolverine. He's killed Wolverine before. This guy has left bodies pretty much all over, and his body count speaks for himself. He's the one that actually killed Ares' son Phobos. He's the one that killed him. He killed the half god. So that's saying something right there, ladies and gentlemen. Tome, for his mutant abilities, he possesses a healing factor. I've seen this guy take multiple attacks by a barrage of attacks from two of the greats, Wolverine and Elektra, and still kept coming. I've seen him heal quickly from RPG explosions up close and still continue to fight. He has his primary mutant ability is his stone vision. That's where he gets the name the Gorgon from. He can turn you into stone. He has some moderate forms of telepathy. He is highly intelligent, and this guy is just a force that if you're fighting him, if, like I said about when you're fighting Conan, be prepared to die. It's the same thing with the Gorgon. Be prepared to die. I've seen this guy in too many issues of comics that I read where it's the heroes or their allies that you're more worried about because he's involved in it. When I saw what he did to Phobos, it was just like this guy just put his game up even more. I was like, he just killed a half god and I'm just like, oh my god. Gorgon is no joke, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, intelligence, swordsmanship, and a mutant. What a combination. So we move on to this battle breakdown. Uh, Having a first counter with the Gorgon would be quite a obstacle indeed for the Dark Knight. I would see right off the bat Gorgon not taking Bruce seriously. Nope, not whatsoever. Until he realizes that Bruce is skilled beyond what he probably was imagining. But in a swordsman fight, Bruce is good with swords as well, but I give that to Shishio. To Tome, excuse me. I'll say his first name. I said Shishio. And the one thing Bruce has to keep in mind is stay away from Gorgon turning into stone. Keep that in the back of his head. But keep the fight, I wouldn't even say just keep it close quarters, but just do his best, because if not, Bruce is dead. But I'll leave it up to you guys. Batman or the Gorgon. And I hope you guys enjoyed this fight. I hope you guys enjoyed this section. Man, you guys put Bruce through the ringer. If he's still standing, even he's probably even saving no moss. I'm done. But we say goodbye to the Dark Knight, the Caped Crusader, the world's greatest detective, from my fantasy fights, guys. It's been a heck of a time using him in my fights. There have been some ups, there's been some downs, there's been some good debates that people have gone through. I keep track of all my fantasy fights, whether it's on this channel or the first 10 sections on my main channel. It's been a real good ride for Bruce. But his retirement section, man, you guys put him through the ringer. But yeah, it's time to close the book on Batman. He goes into my quote-unquote Fantasy Fight Hall of Fame as the first inductee. He won't be the last, but yeah, he's the first. And yeah, I really appreciate it, guys. But just remember, no more Batman. No more Batman. The rest of the Bat family is still open. Still open to use. But Batman is done. Now, is there like a loophole? You guys gonna say, okay, but what if we use Justice League? Is that okay? Yeah, because that's a team. I don't mind that. That's a team. But solo wise and, having Batman team up with somebody, I won't take. In terms of like the dynamic duo or somebody like that. Please, none of that. Batman is done. But the rest of the Bat family is fine. And other than that, you guys take care. I will see you guys February 5th for where section 19 will begin. Once again, the preview for those fights are up. And I'll see you guys later. Battle over.